you go. Rolling on here in hour number 2 on a great Monday afternoon in our holiday week. Christmas just around the corner. Lines open at 648-1051. And as always at this time on Mondays, our privilege to speak with Jay, the managing editor of AtlantaFalcons.com. How are you today, Jay Mike?
Hey, doing good. Always good to talk to you after a win.
Yeah, absolutely. You went up to the Meadowlands. It wasn't pretty, but nonetheless, a 10-7 win for the Falcons. They'll take it before they flew home, right?
They will. You're right. It wasn't pretty, but this game really did say a lot about this team and character. Coach Smith said that after the game. He said it again today. The fact that there was not any giving up, and Matt Ryan came in and added another chapter to his early legacy, perhaps, of coming in, not having a great day production-wise, but coming in the fourth quarter and when it counted, leading a touchdown drive, and all this while you are officially eliminated for the playoffs. It's something the Falcons can hang their hat on.
Boy, you got a busy office today there, huh, Jay Mike?
Sorry about that, guys. We sure do. It's a busy day.
I know I have, important people. I just didn't know you were that important. I'm only kidding. Hey, listen, the way it sits now, 7-7, they have to, bottom line, win out. First is secure that winning season that they have not had back-to-back winning seasons ever. And if there is any hope for them to get into a playoff situation, got to win them both, and they're still going to need help.
With the Falcons?
Yeah.
Actually, no, the Falcons were eliminated from the playoffs with the Dallas's win against
why did I think that there's still a hope? I must not have looked at it right. I
was
trying to figure it out. I'm sorry.
No, it is a bit confusing, and I've had to look at the numbers myself a couple different times. But when you break down the tiebreakers and where the Falcons face against the NFC East, and how the best finish could be 9-7, and then the Cowboys would need to lose 3 straight games and be 8-8. It would have been a difficult prospect. But with the Cowboys' upset win over the Saints, the Falcons were eliminated. I think there could be some weird instance where if like 2 or 3 teams tie. Something could happen, but that's not something you can expect.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't add it up right. I've been trying to figure it out.
It's confusing.
I really have, and I've been looking at it, and I must have miscalculated.
Hey, it could be in the AFC where you've got 5, 6 teams at 7-7.
Yeah, that's right. You're gonna have a 9-win team in. You may, depending on how it breaks, have an 8-win team over there because there's still a lot of spots open. But looking at things now down the stretch. My opinion, it's important for the Falcons, though, to finish strong. I mean, to do something maybe the team hasn't, that they have not done in the past and have the back-to-back winning years. I mean, is that the target they have for themselves right now?
It could be. There's some personal goals that Coach Smith talks about, team-set goals, and he makes it clear that when he mentions them, he's not going to put them out in detail because it's something the team does keep to themselves, and that he says all those are reachable. I would imagine that is one of those that are in there, and whether the Falcons are a team that's looking for the back-to-back winning seasons for the first time in team history or not, 9-7 in the NFL against the 4th toughest rated schedule that the Falcons had this year in the entire league, that is an accomplishment. So 9-7 would be pretty good, but as you say, that is the monkey off the back for this franchise, and it's really quite unbelievable when you think that they've never had back-to-back winning seasons, and that would be something I think the fan base could really jump onto once we get there. I think everybody's a little leery right now that it still might not happen, but when it does get here, I think it will be a big weight lifted off people's back if the Falcons are able to do it.
Speaking with Jay Michael Moore, managing editor of AtlantaFalcons.com, looking ahead, Buffalo comes to town this coming week, and then they finish in Tampa. The one good thing I could say about the end of the schedule, at least they don't have to go and fight snow anymore in cold weather.
No, with global warming, who knows what we could run into with Tampa. But, yeah, that's a very nice end-of-the-season trip. I know all the staffers around here, myself, heck, I'm looking forward to it. But the Bucs had a big win yesterday in Seattle, and then you look at Buffalo, a team that is playing with interim head coach, but still with some weapons on offense and defense that always seems to play above itself in a way. So the Falcons are definitely keeping an eye on that. But having lost 2 home games, I'd imagine they're going to be pretty amped to come in on Fan Appreciation Day and close out the Georgia Dome season with a win.
Now, in the press conference today for Coach Smith today, I mean, other than some of the goals you said that he wasn't going to disclose to you, was there anything said in regards to getting guys healthy? Does he plan on playing guys down the stretch here with these last 2 games, or is he going to just let them all heal up.
Well, he's not necessarily channeling, I guess, Herm Edwards and saying you play to win the game and that you're going to go out there and let guys play whether they're banged up or not because you're going out there. But I do think there is a focus here to make sure guys are healthy. Obviously, Michael Turner got re-injured his ankle on the first carry against the Jets, another one of those weird bad luck type of plays. So he's back into rehab. Harvey Dahl, the starting right guard, actually worked with the team last week in hopes he could play. Got some time in practice. He did not play, so he's close to coming back. You also have Chris Houston, starting cornerback, who is out, although Brent Grimes had 2 picks playing ahead of him, so you think you're okay at that position regardless of what happens. And then Jamal Anderson, defensive end, who also plays a little defensive tackle in passing situations. He has a chest injury. So there are some guys banged up. One hit on special teams, and that's Antoine Harris, who will go on injured reserve today or tomorrow. Coach Smith confirmed that. Another PCL tear. Same thing happened to Brian Finneran last week, one of the team's reserve wide receivers. So they are another body down, but at this point of the season, you do start to expect that a little bit. But guys are getting healthy as well.
J. Mike Lemmy, you mentioned Brian Finneran. He's down hurt. Did he talk a little smack this past week? His Villanova club won a national championship at the FCS level this week.
You know, they're in Chattanooga with you guys. I watched a little bit of that game on TV, and I believe Brian was interviewed during the broadcast. Mm-hmm. He did get on the plane wearing his Villanova hat, and I will say he walked around the hotel a little bit in a Villanova sweatshirt. So
there you go.
He's normally a pretty soft-spoken guy, but I think, when people wanted to talk bowl sub-championship or whatever they're calling old 1AA now, he definitely was willing to talk about his Wildcats.
Yeah, I figured he would. And J. Mike, before I let you go, I also want to thank you for your help last week with Coy Wire. I do appreciate that very much.
No problem. Great story, Coy Wire, and a good
great.
guy.
I enjoyed having him on. I'm hoping to get another chance to talk to him down the road. But I thank you very much, J. Mike. Hey, from our family here to yours, very Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you next week after the Buffalo game.
Same to you. You guys have a fantastic holiday.
Thank you. J. Michael Moore.